Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here at Cafe Gelato. Thank you to Ryan for hosting today. A few weeks ago, I got a call from Jen Kamesh of Committee 100, and Jen said, I have an idea. I have an idea to help the community and to help small business. And I said, let's hear it. And the idea is to make restaurants safe, or help restaurants be safe and available to members of the community throughout the winter months. And we took it on, thanks to Andrea Allman, my chief of staff, who did all the hard work to get it through County Council last night. We are launching a program today that will enable restaurants across Newcastle County to winterize and go outdoors and provide outdoor dining, safe outdoor dining for members of our community. You know, 7 months ago, when the pandemic first descended upon our community, in fact, right here in Newark at the University of Delaware, the first cases came. A few days after that happened, I had a conversation with my parents, who are older and love to go out to eat. And I said, Mom, Dad, when do you think you'll be able to go out to eat again? And keep in mind, at that time, they were locked inside. And they said they think it'll be at least a year or 2 years. Sure enough, by June, July, they started going to their favorite restaurants, eating only outside, and they, like so many of us, are concerned about what happens as the weather gets colder. Our community was locked inside in March. We learned to quarantine. We learned to take extreme measures to keep safe. What we're learning now is how to be resilient and how to be safe, how to prioritize public health while we continue our lives, while we keep a functional economy, while we make sure Cafe Gelato, Ryan and his staff are well employed and can stay economically healthy, mentally healthy, and physically healthy. And at its core, that's what today's announcement is about. The county will be providing $300,000 of CARES Act money, federal CARES Act money, provided thanks to the tremendous work of Senator Carper, Senator Coons, and Representative Blunt Rochester, who even today in Washington working to get additional CARES Act money. I should say, are in Washington, either in person or on Zoom, to get additional funding for our community. So this is another small way that we're working to keep our community healthy and safe and keep small businesses vibrant during a most challenging time. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce really the woman who made this all happen, Jen Kamesh of the Committee 100.
Thank you so much, Matt. I want to thank the county executive and members of council for so enthusiastically jumping on board with this proposal. They didn't hesitate when I proposed that we try to put this program together, and we thank them very much for their swift action. The Committee of 100 is a nonprofit, nonpartisan business organization. Typically, we're working with the county on land use and transportation policy issues, but we saw an opportunity and a need to help small businesses. That started back in the summer with a group in Wilmington to stand up Curbside Wilmington. We worked with the Mayor's office, Downtown Visions, and Cornerstone CDC to get sidewalk dining, using parking spaces for dining, and that's been very successful, and all the restaurants and the retail downtown was able to really expand and be successful during the summer and this beautiful fall weather that we're having. But they quickly reached out to us and said, hey, we're facing a cliff here with the cold weather coming in, and what can we do? So again, I reached out to Matt, and very enthusiastic about deploying some of the CARES Act money that the county has to winterize, help the restaurants winterize so that we can keep the outdoor dining going. The application is open right now. It's on our website at committeeof100.com. It's a very simple application process, and we'll be getting that list turned around to the county very quickly so that they can start deploying these funds and getting them in the hands of restaurants. The intention is to provide funding for tents and heaters and awnings, furniture, really anything that's needed to make these spaces available during the colder months. So I want to again thank everyone. The grants will be up to $5,000 each, depending on, they just have to supply a quick budget and up to $5,000 each. So again, I want to thank Matt and the council for their support, And I'd really want to encourage everybody to continue to go out and patronize your favorite restaurants. We want to make sure that they're all still here and viable once Delaware is able to safely fully open again. And with that, I'd like to introduce Brian German, who's the owner of Cafe Gelato here and one of our hardworking, hustling restaurateurs who are trying to keep their business and their staff going for all of us. Brian?
Well, thanks a lot, Jennifer, and thanks to the Committee of 100. Thank you, County Executive, and the County Council for approving this. You know, big business, multinationals, publicly traded companies, they've been able to hit the credit markets, they've been able to go and get as much capital as they want, and capital is almost free. For small business like us, this is how we're able to get capital, by keeping the heaters, winterizing our outdoor space, allowing people to dine safely. We're able to keep our staff working, and we're able to bring in a little more income. You know, these Wednesday nights dining al fresco in Newark, we have as many as 150 people dining outside on a Wednesday night, and for us that's a difference of $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 above normal. So it's incremental sales of that much. We have servers on those Wednesday nights that are making $200 in tips. It's a big deal for them. And on a Wednesday night, we'll have 25 people here employed working outside. Tonight is dining al fresco again. So from 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock, you'll be able to dine on Main Street, in the street, and you'll have our staff very happy to serve you. And looking back at previous years, there's plenty of days where it's 70 degrees in November, and there's some 70 degrees days in December, but it does get cooler at night. And these heaters that we're buying, they're not inexpensive. Each unit's about $300, and we need one per table, so it adds up. As Jennifer mentioned, the grant could be as much as $5,000. It's certainly gonna help us tremendously. I really appreciate it, Matt. I appreciate you getting this done. You know, Federal CARES Act money can go to a lot of different places. For the county executive to earmark it toward small business here in the county, and for council to go ahead and approve that last night, it's tremendously important. So I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you.